And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with yet another video of the Arizona Sports Fan Live Edition. How are we doing today on this beautiful, beautiful Monday where I'm still trying to get less hyped up with this whole Phoenix Suns win against the New York Knicks? If you guys didn't watch it, you missed a really good game. If you don't like basketball, then okay, whatever. We'll move on. I'll digress. But Phoenix Suns coming out with the clutch win, guys. I do want to make another stream. I definitely thought it was very apparent to talk about this. I had a lot of people in my DMs, a lot of people reaching out to me, even on my stream for the Phoenix Suns, telling me, hey, Kyler Murray has now joined a professional gaming clan called Faze clan. I don't know how to pronounce it. Obviously, you know you're getting old when you don't know what the heck anybody's talking about these days. So here we go right now. We're going to dive into today. We're going to have a listeners or a viewer only meeting. Viewers only meeting is what we're going to have. We're going to have to get you guys on here so you guys can go ahead and spill your guts out if you guys are happy about this, if you're sad about this, if you're upset about this, whatever you feel like. We're going to talk about it here today. One big shout out to my guy, Free Matter for the Blind, became a new channel member today. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. Thank you so very much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. Let me go ahead and put my 2 cents in it real quick before I open up the phone lines. So if you don't know what this is, I didn't know what this was either. I ended up seeing a video on Instagram, a video on YouTube, basically that Kyler Murray is joining a professional gaming crew, a clan, whatever you want to call it. And at that point, I was like, cool. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not worried about it. I'm a big advocate of people having personal lives and have things to do on their own time. That's completely cool. But when I was doing my Sun stream, a few people came through and then they were spitting some stuff that I'm like, okay, I can see where you're coming from. I can see where you're coming from. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to open up the phone lines today, to kind of really come down to the nitty gritty and figure out what you guys really feel about this whole situation. Now, in my personal opinion, I didn't think it was too big of a deal, but I definitely see the concern that a lot of people have. So I'm definitely not going to discredit any of your guys' feelings or anything like that. If you're pro, if you're like super cool, like, hey, Kyler Murray all the way, you know, let him do his thing. Or if you're like, no, Kyler Murray shouldn't be doing this, he should be focusing on football. I want to hear it from all you guys. I want to hear from absolutely everybody about this whole situation. Do you think this is going to affect them in anything that is happening with Kyler Murray? Now, one other thing that I also wanted to mention was something that my guy who just became a channel member told me that, it was either him or Raphael on my last stream, told me that the Arizona Cardinals YouTube page ended up taking down the video that Kyler Murray is now joining this Faze clan thing. And that's really what kind of got me to the point where I'm like, maybe this is a bigger deal than I thought. Maybe people really want to talk about the whole situation as to like, why did they take it down? Why did they feel the need to like not post that? Because obviously Kyler Murray was pretty hyped up in the whole matter, but now looking right now, looking at the whole situation that we're seeing currently right now, I don't see the video up on here at all. And I think you might be 100% right. They took down the video of him joining Faze clan. And pardon me if I don't know how to pronounce it. I legit do not know what the heck this is. I don't know what this is. So now that leads me to believe like, wow, this is maybe a bigger deal than we thought. Now, some people told me there was a lot of like negative comments on there. People weren't happy. People were saying, well, there's another 8-8, you know, another 8-8 season for the 2021 season. Maybe whoever runs the Arizona Cardinals page decided just to take it down. I don't know. I don't know the whole situation now. Like, I don't really have too much to say other than like, okay, Phoenix. Okay, Arizona Cardinals. I see you. I see your YouTube page there posting a video and taking it down with negative comments. Okay. Obviously, I don't have too much to say other than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the phone lines. I want to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys don't feel like this is a big deal, then it's not a big deal to you. But I do know that there's some people out there that want to put their opinion on the matter. So I definitely want to go ahead and bring my guy up here, which is Free Matter for the Blind. I'm going to get him on here first because he's been sticking strong with my my Sun stream for quite some time. So I'm going to get him on here real quick. Now, a couple different rules that we have in terms of like people getting onto the stream. Keep in mind, keep it clean. And we do like to have cameras on as well. The only reason why is because I hate talking to a black screen. It's really awkward. So if you could do me a big favor and turn your camera on, that would be amazing. If you want to put a mask on, that's completely fine. If you want to put a beanie on, something to conceal your face, that's completely cool. Yeah, I'm down with that too. I know a lot of people can kind of get a little worried about being on the internet, but I think bottom line is I just want to hear what your guys' opinion in the matter. And what I'm doing right now is I'm basically just getting the link so I can send over to my guy, Free Matter for the Blind. So let me do that right now. Okay, perfect. So I'm sending the link over to my guy here, and then I'm going to copy this link and post it on to anybody who is reaching out to me right now. Now, the topic that we're talking about is Kyler Murray joining this Faze clan, whatever the heck it is. I don't know how to pronounce it, so obviously I don't know too much about it. So let me know who wants to do that. All you need to do is add me on Instagram. Everything's on the sticker below. Send me a DM and say, hey, I want to get on. If you want to talk about it, cool. Come on through. And we'll talk about it and see what your guys' opinion on the matter. So Free Matter for the Blind, if you're there, all you need to do is click on the link, and it should take you into like a backdrop where I'm able to put you on. Or what you can do is get the link, copy and paste it, and put it into your browser, and you should be able to get on that way as well. So kind of keep that in mind as well. Kevin, I see you back here, man. I'm sending the link over to all the people that I see. So let me give a little bit background. If people don't know what this is, basically it's a professional gaming crew, a professional gaming clan. I don't know what they call themselves, but Kyler Murray, I read a little bit about it, but Kyler Murray is supposed to be like a main investor in them now. And he's been watching them for quite some time. I think he said something along the lines of he's been watching since he was like 5 or 7, something along those lines. And he really wanted to be in it, and he became a good investor in this. So he's really excited about it. He put it on his Instagram. There was this big trailer that happened where like the NFL draft was going to happen. And apparently they stopped the NFL draft from happening because this big news happened where they're drafting Kyler Murray to be in their crew. If you haven't watched it yet, you might be able to still watch it on his Instagram. I think he still has it on there, but it is official. The Arizona Cardinals YouTube page has taken that video down. I just went on their page before we went live, and they did have it on their YouTube. I can confirm that they have it on their YouTube page. They have taken it down. I heard negative comments, but I got my guy right here, Free Matter for the Blind. Let me get him on here real quick, and then we'll get ready to rock and roll. My guy, what's up, dude? How you doing?
What's up, Mike? Go Suns.
Good, man. Can't complain. Talk to me, man. How are you feeling about what's going on?
So first, let me just say I've been a Cardinals fan since the 90s. I went to games as a kid in ASU Stadium. So I've been following for a long time. I watch all the flight plans, and I'm a Cardinals addict. So when I heard this news, the first thing that came to mind is the guy hasn't even made the playoffs yet. Could we focus on football a little bit before jumping into a new career and going off and doing other things, spending time clicking the sticks, pushing the A button?
Right.
And then you see the flight plan videos of like J.J. Watt visiting the Cardinals, and guess who's there? Chandler Jones is working out. Buda Baker working out. Keyshawn Johnson's in there. Everybody's in there. Keim and Bidwell working their butts off to improve this team. And I just feel like Kyler really hasn't ever adapted to Arizona. He doesn't own a house here. He doesn't seem to practice here. I just don't get it. Where is this coming from? Why now? Why not wait a little bit? I would be completely okay with it if we make the playoffs and then he joins some gaming team.
Right.
It is Faze Clan, by the way. Faze Clan.
Thank you. Appreciate it, dude. I was like, I have no idea how to pronounce it. Thank you. Faze Clan. Appreciate it.
Yep. So, I mean, there's so many points to think about. How about Larry? I mean, the guy, we need to get him a Super Bowl ring.
Right.
Why would he come back if Kyler's not 100% committed?
Yeah. So you think that maybe it might be like just kind of too much of a distraction is what you're saying, right? Now, everybody in the chat, I'm already seeing the comments. I don't like when people just automatically start saying like you're not a Cardinal fan. I mean, people have opinions. This is what the truth of the matter, guys. Just because we're critical on a player, keep in mind that this player doesn't know you. We're Cardinals fans first. We want the Arizona Cardinals to win. Kyler Murray is our quarterback. Love the guy. I think he's cool. But our guy here has some concerns, and he definitely has a right to share his opinion. So I think the main thing that you're trying to say is the fact that you just don't feel like he's committed enough, right?
Mike, I am a Cardinals fan first.
Yeah.
It comes before any individual player.
100%. I agree. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, man.
And also, I have to say, I've watched some of Kyler Murray's Twitch streams before, and as a Cardinals fan, I tried to ask him some questions. He doesn't ever talk to the chat. He never says anything about football related. I mean, this is a chance for real fans to get to speak to their favorite player, the quarterback for their team, and he pretty much ignores them for the most part.
That's fair.
I love Kyler Murray, the football player.
Me too.
I'm not sure how I feel about Kyler Murray, the person.
That's fair. That's fair, man. Okay. So I'll leave it at that, man. I'm right there with you. Honestly, and the reason why I brought you on here first is because legit, when I was on that Sun stream, you were dropping some dimes, and I was like, okay, man, I need to get you on here, man. Thank you. Appreciate you for being on here, man.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate being able to vent to somebody who would understand.
I hear you, man. I hear you, man. All right, later, man. Peace out.
All right, bye.
All right, brothers. We're going to get a couple more people on here. We're going to get Mark Jackson, and then we're going to get Kevin coming up next. We do have some other people that also maybe want to be, on the opposite side of it and saying, hey, don't freak out. We'll get to everybody, I promise. Let's get Mark on here real fast. Mark, talk to me, man. How are you feeling?
Hey, man. Great Suns win.
Oh,
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That's the first thing. Second thing is, I don't mind him joining Faze Clan as long as it's not a distraction. I mean, there was enough distractions last year at the end of the year. I mean, yes, he was a little hurt. Yes, he was banged up. I know it happens, but let's not put video games over pro football.
Right. Okay.
That's how I feel.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Now I know my guy that just got off, he was basically saying that if we made the playoffs, it would have been a different story. Do you kind of feel the same way at that point? Like if we,
there was too many other things going on at the end of that season. Like I said before, no eye-to-eye contact with Cliff. There's no him throwing it into a open part of the field because D-Hop was supposed to be there and he wasn't. I mean, that was a wasted play. That irritated me like you wouldn't believe. But that's childish in my opinion. And he needs to grow up and become a man. And I'm hoping JJ Watt will do that for him or help him.
I hope so, man. I hope so. I mean, we definitely seen some progress with Kyler Murray in terms of like the first year to the second year, but you definitely still see the mannerisms that a lot of people were pointing out to the fact that, sitting when you're not making eye contact and stuff like that. And I know to a lot of people, it's not a big deal because
it's huge. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
If you're going to be a leader, then you got to stand up and look them right in the eye and say, look, this is what we're doing.
Like Russell does.
I don't see that.
Yeah. Even people like a lot of fans or a lot of like teammates saying Russell Wilson's annoying, but Russell Wilson gets in your face and he's like, even if he's positive, he's positive and he's like, we're going to get this going. Like, we're going to make sure we can get this rolling. So I definitely see where you're coming from, man. I know that like a lot of people are like, don't worry about it, but I definitely respect like where you guys are coming from because it definitely takes a lot of courage because when a lot of people hear that you want to have some criticism against their favorite player, they automatically want to say, you're not a fan. And I can almost promise you they're going to say the same thing about me because we're having this topic.
They're going to say it right here in this chat right here, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly, man. So let me know. Do you have anything else to say before I move on to my guy, Kevin?
Go ahead and go on to Kev.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
There.
All right, man. So we got my guy ARG coming up here. Says, how y'all know he's not committed? Coming up here with a super chat. Appreciate you, my guy. Let me give you the quick dab. So the only information that I really found out is basically that he is basically like a good investor in it. And I don't know too much about Faze clan. I'm not going to lie to you. So when I first heard the news, I was like, okay, cool. I mean, he has a hobby. He likes gaming. That's awesome. But I think what a lot of people are saying is basically that they would love their quarterback to be a quarterback first. And I think that's what people are saying. But let me get my guy Kevin in here real quick and let me see what he has to say. Let me just move on to the super chat. Not Mario coming up clutch. Let me give you the quick dab saying, free my boy Kyler. He did nothing wrong. I love it. Love it. That's awesome. All right, give my guy Kevin up here. Kevin, talk to me, man. What's going on?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Wonderful, man. Like a angel. What's up?
So, look, Faze Clan, it's like, I honestly take it as a joke because they let anyone in that like group, like every other day I see someone new gonna join the Faze Clan. So it doesn't really faze me that like he's not committed. And you know, I play, like I play video games because like obviously I'm a teenager and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like we all do. But if I was making millions as an NFL quarterback, I'm not playing video games. I'm working in the gym 100% every day. Like if I'm gonna pay millions to do a sport, like I'm devoting to that sport. Like I'm not playing video games, which I get as a hobby, but you gotta devote your time to the sport that you're gonna be paid for.
Yeah. That's I can't say anything negative about that, man. You're absolutely 100% right. Would your opinion be different if we were in the playoffs? And the only reason why I'm asking that is because it's a difference of opinion once we have coming off a good season. But because we had a crash of a season, do you think this is why a lot of people are thinking, or do you feel the exact same way?
No, no, because he's the reason we had 8 wins. The reason we didn't make the playoffs because of Cliff. Okay. So and Faze, it's not a joke, obviously. Like people get joined the Faze Clan because they're good, but like people get joined the Faze Clan and sometimes they don't even play video games. Like,
really?
Yeah, I mean, because there are like so much people, and like you can't even tell. Like I would go on the stream, they're like doing something else with gaming. So I don't think it's something serious because like not a lot of people. Now take this for me. I do know one Faze member that I do know, and he doesn't play video games. Now, like don't quote me on this. Like what I just said, don't quote me on that because I might be wrong. But there's one person that doesn't game. Like he does like vlogs and stuff, but he's a Faze member. But like I don't think that Kyler's gonna devote that much like energy into the Faze Clan, but he's still an athlete. He's still a multi-million-dollar. He's a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Right.
Like I would devote all of my time to that sport if I'm gonna pay.
Yeah, man, I 100% agree with you, man. Let me go ahead and get to my guy here, Bear. I'm going to move on to him real quick. Any last thoughts, or you good?
Go Suns, obviously.
Let's go. Perfect, man.
Love that team, man.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it, man. Later. All right, man. So, yeah, and it's a valid concern. I definitely see. So it's nothing to do with, I don't think we're specifically saying Kyler shouldn't do this, but I think I definitely see what Kevin's saying is where he wants to make sure that he's doing 100% at all time. But let's get my guy I Am Bear here on here. I Am Bear, what's up, dude? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, man. Can't complain. Talk to me, man. How are you feeling?
I feel fine. There's nothing to worry about with Kyler. He made an announcement today about this whole Faze Clan. And Faze is not just a gaming. He's not going to be gaming every day that we think he's going to be gaming. This is an entertainment group as well. They have multiple like rappers on this clan. They have other athletes like Ben Simmons, Jamal Murray, all these guys. They just bring people in. They get their name bigger. And Kyler's an investor. He's not a gamer. He's investing into this company that he likes. And he's getting the name out. He's gaining more fans. He's bringing more people to Arizona Cardinals football because of him. And he's just doing more for the sport outside of just playing football. And what did he do right after the announcement that he made? He posted multiple videos of him working out in his gym. That proved that he's doing business with outside of football, but his main focus is football.
Do you think that was a coincidence that he did that because he knew that people were gonna?
It could have been, but the man works out every day.
Yeah.
Just because he doesn't post like other people do, like he's working out. I mean, what was it the other day? He was on his stream, and he was going over plays in the Bills game, saying like, I saw this blitz, but I didn't call it out. And he goes, I saw Andy wide open. This is all on me. And he was explaining the tape on live.
Cool, man.
But I don't think there's anything to worry about.
That big deal. Oh, cool, man. And I'm so glad you came on here because legit, I didn't know Ben Simmons. I didn't know Murray was on it as well. So that leads me to believe that I'm like, hey, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm swaying to you. Like, I'm kind of one of those things because personally, man, when I heard this, I was like, that's cool. I have no freaking clue what it is.
As he's doing it for himself. I mean, he's got to get his brand. Like, I'm wearing his brand right now. K1
There you
brand.
go. Nice.
This is gonna look a lot better with Faze because they're gonna help him produce better content.
Cool, man. Awesome, man. Appreciate you. Let me get to my guy here, Isaac, and then we will go from there. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
But don't forget to become a member for the giveaway.
There you go. This is the guy, man. This is the dude. I Am Bear is giving away Larry Fitzgerald
I'll see you guys
framed
later.
shirt. Appreciate you, man. Later. All right, man. Let's get to Isaac here. Isaac, talk to me, man. How are you feeling?
You know, I think it's kind of cool, actually. I find it really cool that Kyler did that. And I'm kind of like in between because on one side, it's really cool to have a quarterback that technically has been a first-round draft pick in 3 sports, if you consider gaming and sport. So I find that really cool. But what I'm really concerned about is that now Kyler has multiple routes to get out of football. Because if you think about it, because I remember that when the whole Deshaun Watson thing was going out, there were people concerned that like, we should trade Kyler for Deshaun, but a lot of people were saying, can't do that because if Kyler doesn't like it, he'll go play baseball. Sorry, my computer's running out of that.
You're good, man. No worries.
There you go. But yeah, so now he has a face clan. As Barry was saying right now, he might not use it a game, but he might use it as like an entertainment, like a new brand, you could say.
Right.
So now you could say that Kyler has 2 options to get out of football. If either one, he wants to get traded to another team, and the same whole the whole Deshaun Watson thing is going on with Arizona, or if he does get traded, but he doesn't like where he's gonna go, so he basically has 2 options now
to get out.
Arizona, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I do have my guy Free Matter for the Blind saying Bear just made me feel a bit better, a tiny bit better. So hey, we're making the steps in the right direction. And honestly, I did not know what the heck this is, so I'm actually glad that I'm getting you youngins up in here to tell me exactly what's going on because I don't know what it was, but now that I'm hearing it, Bear actually did make me feel better too with the whole Ben Simmons and Murray as well being in it as well. So it does help out his brand for sure. But you did scare me a little bit saying that he has multiple ways getting out of football too. So anything else you have to say before I get to my guy Jean Paul?
Well, honestly, I don't think it's such a big issue. I think everything's gonna be okay. And yeah. Oh, and Lakers in 5.
What'd you say?
Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5.
In 5. If the Suns and the Lakers meet.
I see. I'm telling you, man. I'm old.
It's fine.
All right, brother, man. Appreciate you, man. Later, dude.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, man. That's good to know, man. I mean, honestly, it seems like a lot of people seem to be like, hey, don't worry about it. And I think Bear did really help out a lot of people to kind of ease the pain, hopefully, or not. But let's take a look. He says, forgot to say we shouldn't be worried about Kyler. We should be worried about Cliff. That's fair, man. That's absolutely fair. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. Thank you so very much. Jean Paul, dude, talk to me, man. Do you have a different opinion? How are you feeling?
I'm fair. I mean, it's just weird to me how people are reacting because I remember, when we were kids, remember our parents always said, "Don't play the computer because there's no future in it."
Right.
Now everyone's like freaking out because Kyler's in a league. Look, I don't have any doubts about his commitment to the game.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I say that is because when he was drafted first round by Oakland A's. He took the money, but what young kid won't take that money? It's $9 million.
Yeah.
He did pay it back, but he did talk to the A's to make sure that they know that when they drafted them, that he gets to play football. So he did make them know that. So he does show his commitment to football. And after the season this year, he also he said he did answer the question that it would be great if he plays two sports, but something to think about. This is from him. This is from Kyler. You could find out the video, and he just said, but he plays quarterback though. You know,
Right.
Dion played corner and outfield, whatever, and so he does understand, kind of exactly the position he is in. I think he did post the workout photos on purpose.
Coincidentally,
Uh,
exactly.
I think he does like trolling some guys.
Hmm.
I think he does. As far as him, kind of, I just think that it's I do prefer him to have outside interest. I mean, you
Yeah.
got J.J. Watt playing golf, Larry Fitzgerald playing golf, in addition to running a part owner of the Suns.
True.
Um,
Yeah.
we have all these stuff going on, and like for me, I can put in my own own personal experience too. I the hardest the I've been caregiver for like about 20 years, and the hardest time I've had was actually um when I worked 54 hours a week, and all I did was just work and sleep.
Hmm.
Now I'm down to like 40, and I work, I go to the gym, I got all this other stuff to do, and it just helped me compartmentalize stuff. So when I need to go to work, I focus on work. When I'm in
Right.
gym, focus on gym. Maybe this is something that Kyler needs to, and as far as the Cliff not looking him in the eye thing, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
Right.
Because like for me, I saw earlier in the season he was calling out Darrell Daniels. He was who was getting mad at the guys. We don't know whether or not Kime or Cliff are saying, well, let's not do that in public because it doesn't look good, or
Right.
let's not do this stuff. So we don't know. But as
Right.
far as am I worried? No. Am I impressed? Yeah, because I feel like if you're invited to that league, no matter how famous you are, you got to be good.
Yeah, that's true.
you know.
Yeah, let me get
And
my guy
the one,
RC3 up here real quick, Jean Paul. Just because
all
I have
right,
a few.
yeah,
Okay, appreciate you, man. Thank you so very much.
all right, man.
All right, so now that I'm hearing a lot of stuff, I'm actually hearing like you're right. Jean Paul made a very good point. Larry Fitzgerald, investment in the Suns. Larry Fitzgerald plays golf. JJ Watt plays golf. Is it more of the fact that it's video games? Is that why some people are like, kind of not, I'm not trying to say like making a big, because I'm not trying to say that, but is it because it's the video game part of it all and not him, investing in a school? I don't know. Let's get my guy RC3 here real quick and let's see what he has to say. My guy, what are you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm living beautiful and looking at comments and just enjoying the laughter. Let me just say this. We all are Cardinal fans, but if you want to prove somebody wrong, they make cash apps. So besides that, I'm more worried about the draft than Kyler Murray. So that's more of an input. However, we're in a millennial world. I was an 80s baby. Let's get that clear. Back then, we had a lot of stuff to get in trouble with. So we had guys like Michael Floyd and stuff like that. Like, that always get into trouble. The David Bostons, everything. I'd rather the kid sit there and play a video game and invest into something with this money, because people don't know a lot of players like Junior Seau and other guys like that was already having concussions. They didn't have stuff to go through. They basically didn't have no outlet whatsoever.
Right.
So like in a millennial world right now that we're in, these kids right now that's coming up, I don't mind him playing a video game, but I mind him more if he start practicing. Because if you got Danny Dimes coming on our field, practicing with his receivers, and it needs some work to be done, you should be doing the same thing during draft day and after draft day to actually do that. Then take your time out for the video games. Work on your improvements. Work on the stuff that you actually needed to work on, your weakness, your blind spots. You got new offensive linemen that's in there. You need to work on those. You need to see what side you're going to, who's going to play your guard, who's going to play your tackle, because we might not get one that's in the draft. We might even go somewhere entirely different. So this is why I'm saying, like, the kid is doing an investment at a young age. Look at Patrick Mahomes, around the same age. The guy sit there, he's basically got the key to the city for Kansas City.
Oh yeah, he's got
Yeah.
the ownership, or not complete
Yeah,
ownership, but
so
he's got some sort of ownership to the Royals. Yeah.
exactly. And we praise Larry Fitzgerald so much. The guy could be an owner one day. We never know. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it takes maturity. As a kid, you learn the stuff that you do with your money, and then the smart kids are the ones that you realize what you got to invest in your money. So I wouldn't worry about the kid sitting there playing video games. I'd rather him be there than not being another rest in peace shirt or at a memorial, or even so, because the way how people are dying left and right out here, we also don't have to worry about him sitting here breaking, having career-ending injuries from playing a video game.
Yeah, that
Unless it's
or
NFL.
being in the bar and just being dumb, just acting
Yeah, of
silly at a
course.
bar. Yeah, 100%,
And like I
man.
said, I'm an 80s baby. We had a lot of players that could have been greater than what they actually are. And look at it. We even have a GM that even got a DUI. For what?
Yep.
And this is the guy that's drafting our players. So we want
Oh,
to forget
yeah.
that too?
Oh
So-
yeah. Let me get my
like I
guy
said,
Jordan
we
P
got a
up in
lot.
here, man. All right, I'm gonna let you go real quick. I got my guy Jordan P coming up. Okay, appreciate you, man. Dropping facts like usual, man. Thank you.
Got you, man.
All right, man, and that's real, man. That's real stuff right there. I would rather play video games than be at bars and causing fights and getting drunk and seeing them on TMZ. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Jordan P, let's get Jordan P up in here. What's going on, my guy? Talk to me.
What's up, man? I feel like the people who do have a problem with it or make it a big problem, it's due to the fact that they have the mentality of, there was this once great and they worked a certain way. Now we have a guy that may be great. Now he has to do the same thing that guy did. And the
Right.
one aspect I can tell you where that happened is with LeBron James. Anything he does, Michael Jordan wouldn't do that. Michael Jordan wouldn't do that. Michael Jordan wouldn't
Right.
do that. It's like he's his own guy. He doesn't have to be Michael Jordan to be great.
Right.
And just like I think it has to do. It's more with the video game component than anything, because
Yeah.
Russell Wilson runs a podcast. Is anybody saying anything about that? He devotes his time to doing a podcast and bringing all these people who don't play football. He's talking to anyone and everyone, bringing people on this podcast. But since it's something that people see as productive, it's not like, wow, he's not focused on football, but he's doing a podcast, and that's time taken away from football. So if Kyler had a podcast, I guarantee you this would have never came up. Fans wouldn't have been like, oh my God, he doesn't care about football. It's because it's video games, and a lot of the fans that are going to voice their opinions are older. So they see video games as like childish or not correct use of your time, especially when you're playing quarterback position. And I can understand that, because quarterback is the most cerebral position in all of sports. You have to know where everybody is. You have to know where all the plays. You have to fix your mechanic. You have to do a lot of things. So I can see where they're coming from when they say that. But he's not gonna. He works out every day. He does, and he's not gonna go work out, go home, work out, watch tape, go work out, go to sleep, work. He has a life. He's a human being, So I don't see it as a huge problem. I think if he's like people are saying, if he's like playing video games all day, not practicing, of course, then that's a huge
different.
problem. But it's called, if he's a good time manager and he puts his priorities where it needs to be, which I think he is, because I've seen his streams and stuff like that, and the way he handles his business, like it's gonna be fine. We'll be fine.
Right. We got Not Mara coming up. His one of the first times I agree with Jordan P. But we're still not getting Pitts.
Okay, one thing I will say about that, we're not getting him, but I would do it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. All right, brother, man. Thank you so very much for being on here, man. Appreciate you.
All right,
man. Okay, and that's what people seem to be talking about here. And the main reason why I wanted to bring it up is to really kind of knowledge myself as well, and really figuring out like, what is this really? But if you really think about it, yeah, he's a young kid still, 23, 24 years old. He's investing in something. I think a lot of people just don't want him to lose sight of making into the playoffs and making it into all stuff. But we do have a lot of other things to worry about, man. Cliff Kingsbury is one of them. Steve Keim is one of them as well. We have 2-3 days away from the draft. And we're here in this situation where obviously Kyler Murray got a lot of heat for. It's obvious. Kyler Murray maybe got a call from the PR department from the Arizona Cardinals, because the Arizona Cardinals YouTube page took down that video because there's too many negative comments. There's a lot of people kind of coming up and being like, hey, another 8-1 season, somebody put. And I remember seeing that comment as well. I remember seeing that comment. And I think the Arizona Cardinals weren't having it. They took down the video, and the rest is history at that point. So here we are, man. Here we are. And this is the drama that we're talking about. Kyler Murray joining the Faze clan, which is a professional gaming clan, which I think it's all cool and gravy. It is what it is. I definitely get the points of view with a lot of people that were coming on here. Mark Jackson came up with, he's got his points. Free Matter for the Blind has his points as well. But I definitely see everybody's point of view in this whole matter. So let's take it to the comments here real quick, and let's see what everybody has to say. This can be a bridge to more endorsements for him. Yeah, that's true. I mean, definitely a smart guy. I mean, like I said, man, as long as it doesn't take away from his productivity in football, I can honestly care less than what he does in his personal life. I really can care less. I know a lot of people follow him to the T, and a lot of people love to watch famous people or influencers people. They like to follow him because it's fun. Let's see what the rich guy does. And I know this is probably getting a bigger heat than it probably should be. I respect the young man's hustle. I really do. If he's really investing in something and it doesn't affect anything in football and we get to the playoffs, we're not going to talk about this next year. We're not. But I can promise you, if we go any more than 8 wins next year, we're going to hear this. We're going to hear Kyler Murray isn't committed. We're going to hear Kyler Murray wants to play video games more. What does Kyler Murray need to do now? Kyler Murray needs to show up. I don't care about the workout videos. I don't care. I really don't. You can post them as much as you possibly can. I want to see what happens on Sundays. The moment the football comes, I want to make sure that we can win on Sundays. That's all I care about. Obviously, workout comes. What I said is I don't care about you posting workout videos. You can be working out. I encourage working out. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep making your mechanics better. Keep doing better what you need to do. Make this Arizona Cardinal team better. Me personally, I'm an Arizona Cardinal fan. Number one. Players come and go. Arizona Cardinals stay in Arizona for the most part. But I respect this hustle, man. I definitely respect this hustle. I am Bear coming up clutch with the $10 donation. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. Saying on Pat McAfee's show, he said that he couldn't show the video on YouTube because Faze gives copyright sticks and it isn't worth it. So that is most likely the reason the video is down. Probably. Oh, good to know. Yeah, well, there you go. That might be a reason. Who knows? But I mean, if you really think about it, if Kyler Murray is a prime investor in this, Kyler Murray should probably pull strings with YouTube. It's YouTube. That's where they're from, right? Like, this is their number one platform. I don't know. I can see the point, but I also kind of not at the same time because it's YouTube and they're the ones doing the copyright strikes and they can very well probably remove them. But I don't know, man. Hopefully. We'll see. RC3 coming up clutch with another $5 donation. Let me give you the quick dab, my friend. Thank you so very much. Says Drew Brees put a fake video of coming back. I'm not beat. He needs to practice with new offense. Here we go, man. Yeah. So for the most part, what I've gotten is the fact that Kyler Murray is investing in a company that he really cares about. Cool. I'm down with it. Keep doing what you do, young man. As long as you get W's on Sundays, it's all I care about. It's all I care about. I don't care who you're dating. I don't care what you do in your free time. As long as it doesn't affect what happens on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. It's all I care about. It's all I care about. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and keep reading onto the comments. We're going to be ending the stream here shortly. I don't have any more DMs in terms of channel members that are trying to get on, so we will probably most likely will We will most likely be ending the stream here shortly. But we do got my guy Free Matter for the Blind coming up clutch here saying, Mike, you hit the nail on the head. If we don't make the playoffs, this is going to be used against Kyler. 100%. 100%. And even the pro Kyler people that are right now, well, we're going to be singing a different tune. I promise you. We'll be singing a different tune. And the main thing that people like to do is people like to use stuff against you. Watch out. That's all I got to say. Watch out, Kyler Murray. Watch it. Please, 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 please get us to the playoffs. Please don't let this affect you on the field. I don't think it will. Fingers crossed. I don't think it will. Fingers crossed. But please don't let this affect you because this can turn a fan base on you real quick. This can turn a fan base on you real quick. That's all I got to say in the matter. That's all I got to say. I have faith. This is not a big deal. He's a young man. He loves to invest. He does what he needs to do. Down. Super cool with it. Please don't let you affect it because you want to get a fan base turned against you. This is the perfect way of doing it. I promise you. Super. So that dope boy coming up clutch with the 99-cent donation. My guy, thank you so very much for doing that. Let me give you the quick dab. Appreciate you, my guy. All right. Well, here we go. So that's all I got to say in the matter. Thank you, everybody, for coming up here, getting on here. I know it's kind of hard to come with, coming up with the Red Sea, putting your opinions on everything in the matter. But appreciate it. Everybody that came up clutch, all the channel members that came up, thank you so very much for being on here and giving us your words of wisdom. You helped me realize what the heck Faze Clan is because I had no clue what the heck it was. The video looked pretty cool. But we'll see, man. We'll definitely see what happens, guys. The draft is in 2 days. No, the draft is in 3 days. My goodness, I don't know what day it was. Draft is in 3 days. We will be doing more draft talk. Maybe not tomorrow, but maybe Wednesday. And obviously on Thursday, we're going to have the draft party. If you are not yet a channel member, please do so. Actually, in terms of like winning that Larry Fitzgerald frame, that's pretty much gone already. Like that was on Sunday. That was the expired date for it. So that's how we're going to leave the stream right now, guys. Appreciate everybody for being on here right now. That's how we're going to end the stream. Appreciate you guys. Just make sure you smash the like button. Thank you. Smash the like button. Let's see if we can get this video to a high. And let's see if we can get other people onto this video, guys. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'm out. Thank you.